I started civil service on the 11th of December 1989. It was 30 years in December. Before that, I enlisted in the Air Force in August of '68. Went through technical training in San Antonio, then spent about 9-10 months at Keesler Air Force Base in computer maintenance school, and then I got sent to Barksdale Air Force Base, where I was a SAC computer repairman and systems controller, where we worked around the clock, 365, keeping all the nuclear command and control systems operational. And I did that for about 9.5 years. Then I became a project manager. Went to Barksdale Air Force Base for a couple of years as a project manager. Then I went to Korea for a year. Went to Kunsan Air Force Base, Korea. Was a project manager for the rest of my career, actually. Then when I returned from Korea, I went to Patrick Air Force Base, Florida. I was there right before the first shuttle took off. We got to enjoy that while I was at Patrick. It was kind of cool. My 4 years at Patrick, I was followed by another trip back to Korea. I went to Osan the second time I went over there. And then when I came back from that year in Korea, I went to McGuire Air Force Base, and that's where I finished my active duty career at McGuire Air Force Base after 20 years. I retired as a senior NCO, stayed in the civilian sector for about a year, and then came on board as a civilian. They hired me to be the base LMR manager at the time. Then I spent a couple of years being the commercial comm manager, spent a couple of years being the customer service center manager, and then I was elevated in 2005 to the flight chief's role in Second Com SCX. I've been doing that since 2005, so that's kind of the breakdown of my my civil service time out here. So 89 to now. There's 20 years active. Civil service, it's going to be 30 years in, I don't know, a couple of months. Since I've been here, the biggest changes that I've seen have been the fact that we now have an Air Force Major Command on Barksdale. That's made a huge change in Barksdale. One of the biggest changes that we've seen over the last 30 years. I've seen some things here at Barksdale that have happened. We had a big fire at the 8th Air Force building, which is now the Global Strike Headquarters building, which was kind of an interesting thing. They poured water on that building for 24 hours. It seemed like water was pouring out of the ground floor when they finally stopped pouring water on it. And then we got to rebuild that, so that was a challenging project as well. It was a lot of fun. Being around all these young people all the time and all these Air Force people, and they're the best people in the world. Maybe not everybody is perfect, but I mean, we do have great people that are always motivated, and being around highly motivated people and people that want to get things done and pulling together as a team, being part of a team is great. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to do that. It's just a great thing to be able to do. I'm privileged to be able to do it. Be happy to be part of a team. Try to be part of everything that's going on around your unit, around the Air Force, around the base. But there are things to do, and you should get involved in them, especially learn your job and try to be the best at it that you can be. And then that's your starting point. Just learn, 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 learn. Be a little sponge. Soak up everything that's going on around you, and then you'll be fine. We've got to treat one another with respect. That's something else young airmen need to learn how to do. They need to be able to respect their supervisors. I think all of our people that come into the military now are capable of being the leaders in the future. Well, from my standpoint, Friday's my last working day, and then I'll be getting on with my life as a retired dad, granddad. I just enjoyed coming out here and serving. Yeah, it's been my privilege to do this.